refer you to the system-generated treasurer's report that was in your backup packet, but also at your places this evening was the detailed treasurer's report that was prepared with an analysis of the documentation. A slight adjustment from this one, from July's to this one. In addition to breaking things out by funds as well as doing a combined fund summary, we've added a column for the budgeted amount and then added the fiscal year to date. That will allow you, as we move from month to month, to examine not only in all of our funds, but by individual fund, where we are in comparison to the budget. As all of you know, both revenues and expenses can tend to be cyclical. Revenues, we've got two specific periods where we get tax distributions. Expenses, you have certain expenses that are front-loaded, such as transportation leases, and other ones that are spread out pretty equally throughout the year. So the information is contained in that report for you. Point out some of the key revenues district-wide. We had a small tax distribution that occurred in late August. Most of our fall distribution occurs in the month of September and the early part of October. Our general state aid payments have started, so we received the 2 payments in August. Developer contributions are up a little bit, and some of the transportation payments are trickling in. That always varies a little bit by district based upon their board meeting schedule. From an expense standpoint, pretty much a typical month for salaries, benefits, utilities, and contractual maintenance. As mentioned earlier, if you look at transportation, that's the one where you see a big surge, and that's simply the leases for the 150 vehicles that are there. We would make a recommendation that you approve the treasurer's report, and that concludes the report.
We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. We have a motion and we have a second. So roll call, please.
Mr. Kozol?
Aye.
Mrs. Molinari? Aye. Mrs. Letts? Aye. Mr. Lugo?
Aye.
Dr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. McFadden?
Aye.
Mr. Malloy?
Aye. Approval of the student activity report for August 2015. Ron?
Yes, in addition to the check register that was sent to you electronically, the report with the account balances was in your backup material. As you can see, for the month of August, revenues outpaced expenditures by slightly more than $180,000. Most of that can be traced to registration fees that go into student activity accounts for things such as PE uniforms, cap and gown fees, things of that nature. In terms of the individual account balances, a couple of small negative amounts. The building principals continue to work, but most of them have been rectified, and we're in pretty good shape there at this point in time. That concludes my report.
Do we have a motion?
Move to approve the student activities report as presented.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Ron, will we be getting, will this report be going on the new Skyward system in a different format?
Yes, when we move over to the new Skyward financial system, all of this reporting will change.
We can see some budgets and actual.
Absolutely.
Any additional discussion?
I know there's a timeline, but when do you expect to be able to start seeing some of that performance?
The Skyward financials are going to be all transferred over July 1. With everything we had going on with the changeover with the student operating system, we've moved our financial time frame to July 1 to coincide with the start of the new year.
Additional discussion? We have a motion, we have a second. Roll call, Sue.
Dr. Johnson?
Aye.
Mr. McFadden?
Aye.
Mr. Kozol? Mrs. Molinari? Mrs.
shared services outsourcing report, Ron.
Yes, this is an annual formality, and I would refer you to the memo and sample sheet that was sent to you by email earlier this week. A hard copy was at your places this evening as well. A portion of the audit process, as it prepares for the AFR that is submitted to the state, requires districts to list areas where they pool resources with other districts. There are 5 specific areas where we pool with other districts. Curriculum planning with the feeder elementary districts, insurance through the Lincoln Way area affiliation, special education through District 843, transportation based upon our relationship with the elementary districts, some of them anyway, and then shared personnel. The shared personnel is a couple of employees, Dave Armbrecht and Rich Wilkie, that do some work for District 843 as well, and in return District 843 picks up a portion of their salaries and benefits. So basically at this time, we ask you to approve the draft version of the shared resources report that was at your places